In one of the most unprecedented semesters in modern college history, we find ourselves in the midst of an entirely changed learning environment. Nearly every program here at UAFS has taken measures to continue safely but productively during the time of COVID. Despite the challenges this semester, this CLC class has managed to do relatively well in a rigorous program built for the world of non-COVID. That being said, it wasn't easy. For nearly all of us, this was the first time that we'd ever been away from home by ourselves, and that took some getting used to.
But our suite mates, we've actually had 4 of them. The
Wow.
first 2 moved out, and then the new 2 came in. Both of them had problems respecting the allergies. And this one girl was like, so I can't have my peach shampoo in the shower. And I was like, no, please.
So, moving away, it was more hard on them than it was for me, because I just felt great. I felt great just being on my own. But there was points where it was, kind of rough.
Even though I lived in town, I think that staying on campus was integral to part of the college experience. I got to meet new people and get to know the members of CLC better, just being able to live with them.
I talked to my mom or my dad every single day. So even though I didn't get to see them, I still was in contact with them and all that. I do have to say I miss them, but it's kind of nice because it gives me that freedom to grow a little bit and be an adult by myself living on campus away from my family so far.
Plus, I get to live 4 minutes away from the Chick-fil-A. That's pretty nice. One of the things I was most grateful for this year was the ability to actually have this class in person. It allowed us to participate in presentations and activities that are much more meaningful in person. What was your favorite class?
Oh, that's hard. I really liked the movie day.
Yeah?
The movie day was a lot of fun just because, I don't know, it was a movie day, I guess.
It was a good movie though too, right? In terms
I
of...
really liked it.
Do you remember the day that the woman brought the Slinky?
Yes. I still have it, yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I think that one was definitely one of my favorites. I really loved her presentation. It was so well thought out and thought through.
I also liked when they talked about, when the professor came and we talked about politics. I thought that was interesting because I like how we're such a open group of people that we can talk about politics and have different opinions and actually have an educated conversation versus talking with people who are very aggressive about it and opinionated.
Personally, my favorite class was when we had the structured debate in free speech. While the actual topic was very interesting, I longed to be back in competitive debate, and it all introduced us to the dialogue and conversations that would happen on a college campus. The semester started off pretty well, but eventually the pandemic did catch up with us.
So at one point, Anthony got exposed, and I'm like, oh, but that wasn't with me because we hadn't met in a long time.
Right.
But then my roommate got COVID. Not my roommate, but my suite mate.
Oh.
And then she found out the day after she went home. The day that she went home, she got tested.
Oh,
and she's like, oh, hey guys, by the way, I got COVID. And I was so mad. I was so mad at her.
My roommate and I actually were in quarantine for 3 or 4 days because we thought that we'd gotten COVID because our suite mates got really sick and then they just left campus and we didn't see them. There's always the fear that the campus is going to shut down, things are going to get worse.
Right. I know when Jameson tested positive, the entire suite was on incredibly high alert, and we all had to quarantine for 2 weeks. And not being able to see your suite mates for 2 weeks made the dorm feel like a really lonely place. We said we would take pictures together, right? We're gonna have Christmas cards. We'll do that next year. We'll get matching PJs. And we'll
I think that's a good idea. I would have done that, but then I left. Jameson got COVID, so the timing just didn't work out well. So maybe we'll get COVID to go away.
Another big part of the program was our social justice projects. It was a huge effort and endeavor, and I know that all of us walked away learning a whole lot about these social justice topics.
Good. I had a rough time, around October because of the project, because I was taking so many credits, so I was kind of losing it.
Jameson and I had to prepare for that big presentation in November without being able to see each other face to face.
I was really sick the day of.
Oh boy.
So my whole time, I was just trying not to cough, and so I looked really mad. The whole call, I just looked furious.
The semester was strange, but memorable nonetheless. All of us have some big plans for the next few years.
So this next semester, I think I'm going to start doing volunteer work. There's a biology club that you can join that's a national organization that gets you access to researchers and journals and articles.
And my plan is to get my bachelor's degree in business with concentrations in accounting and finance, and then I'm hoping that University of Arkansas Fort Smith will get a master's program that I could do, and I would like to go there for my master's, but it just depends on if they get a program by the time we graduate.
That I'm planning, to go into medicine.
Nice.
So hopefully med school's in the future. After that, the whole string of, doctor, stuff like that. But I do want to take some time to travel. Like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go see the world after this whole COVID thing. I'm going to get on a plane and I'll come back for like a year or two.
I am personally really glad to know all of you. We've been through some difficult situations together, but we've also had some fun adventures.
I love the people, of course. Our little family is very nice. The fact that we all got to know each other and stuff like that. Most of my closest friends that I have at Fort Smith now are all from CLCs.
Thank you guys for always being there. It's really cool to have a set group of people that you can rely on for anything. You can be like, hey, you want to go get coffee? Do you want to help me study? I'm locked out of the floor. Please let me in.
Yeah.
I've been talking to Lana and Violet a lot. So, even right now we're just keeping a streak and,
Right.
You see your TikToks?
No, I've not. I've listened. Okay. I told Lan at the very beginning of the year that I would not get a TikTok account. Lastly, let's not forget about the people who worked countless hours to make this program possible. Dr. Riley, Dr. Crable, Ms. Belt, Avery Watson, and all of the other former CLC members that helped us at various points being our mentors, and everybody else who helped to make this a great experience.
I gotta say, we all better stay in touch, even though we don't have class anymore. I still plan on seeing all of y'all. We need to do more dinners, all of us together, stuff like that, because we all get along really well, and I think we're a good group of people as long as we keep together.
There's always that group of people that that you have, and it's something that we all share that so few people do.
I'm glad I met you guys, because, it's been a rough year. You guys made me smile a few times, so.
This isn't goodbye, but from here on out, we'll be out on our own path. I hope to run into all of you later and wish you the very best of luck in whatever you're doing, and I hope you're having a good break. Merry Christmas.